What's up guys, this is SPOC and welcome back to my channel. So about a week ago, the guys from Inside Xbox sent out a tweet and said if you tag your Halo Reach clips with the words Inside Xbox, you could have a chance to have your clip featured on an episode of Inside Xbox. So I did just that, and sure enough, one of my clips made it to an episode, which is on the Xbox 360 dashboard right now. But I also uploaded it here to YouTube for your viewing pleasure. Again, it's on the dashboard right now. It's in this episode at the very end. It's the very last clip in this episode. So if you don't want to watch the entire episode, I think it's like a 7-minute long episode. Just fast forward to the end. It's the very last clip. And if you stick around, you'll see that they even give me credit for my clip at the end of this video. I've also isolated the clip, so if you just want to watch the clip itself, just click on the annotation. That'll take you to another video with just the clip. But otherwise, here's the entire episode. Enjoy.
Welcome, my friends, to a special Halo edition of Insider Moves. I'm your host, Triton True, and today we celebrate you, the community. We ask you to deliver unto us the most spectacular, most satisfying Halo Reach multiplayer moments in your file share. And now we will broadcast for the world to see a collection of our favorites, showcasing what Halo Reach does best: make instant memories of unscripted multiplayer ingenuity. So, from this moment on, you'll witness the exploits of Halo Reach players from all skill levels. Joining me on the show today is a very special guest, our friend from 343 Industries, holders of the Halo keys, David Ellis. Welcome to the show, my friend.
And we need big pockets to hold those keys. Thanks for having me, Ryan.
No problem. Now, David, you have a few exciting bits of news to share, not the least of which is that you've got the Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition coming, which obviously is coming with a bunch of new multiplayer maps for Reach. What can you kind of tell us about what's coming down the line in really just a couple months?
Well, we were really excited to announce Halo Anniversary at E3 this year, alongside Halo 4, and we've been kind of trickling out throughout the summer with some tidbits here and there on both the campaign and the multiplayer side of Halo Anniversary. We've kicked off a weekly Halo bulletin on HaloWaypoint.com, so if you check that out every week, we've been dropping some hints here and there for what people can expect. A huge part of, especially because we're checking out the multiplayer footage here, a big component of Halo Anniversary is the fact that there are going to be 6 new multiplayer maps and 1 all-new firefight location that's actually going to be playable through Reach through Halo Anniversary.
Perfect. Now, one of the things I feel like Halo as a franchise has done so well in the past is that not only do you support things through the maps themselves, but you're also constantly kind of tinkering behind the scenes with stuff like title updates to introduce new features, new playlists and things like that. Obviously, these maps, they're not just coming out static. You're going to support those with a title update as well, correct?
Yeah, I mean, we've recently taken over all back-end support for all Halo titles as part of the transition for us kind of taking over the reins, as it were. We have recently announced a title update that will become the Halo Reach. Main thrust of it is actually adding some support, some hooks into the matchmaking and multiplayer to kind of help replicate a more classic gameplay experience for the new maps and Anniversary.
And I think, just from reading the bulletins myself, you haven't gotten into a lot of detail, but I just get the feeling that as a classic Combat Evolved fan, people are going to be pretty happy.
Well, our community manager, BS Angel, she's actually done a fantastic job kicking this off. It's actually a really entertaining read. I work here and I like reading it, but she's done a good job dropping some hints in plain view of what kind of things people might expect.
And I think one question that I would ask, you obviously have Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, which is its own thing and comes with these multiplayer maps, but there will be a way for Halo Reach owners as well to pick up the maps, correct?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this a little bit, and I certainly can understand some confusion because it's a complicated project. I mean, if you pick up Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary in November, you'll get 1 disc that has the full campaign experience from Halo Combat Evolved, both the classic view and new graphics mode. You also have a multiplayer component, which will actually launch you into Reach, Halo Reach, and that's where you'll be able to experience all the new multiplayer maps and Firefight. Now, if you haven't picked up Halo Anniversary for whatever reason, we will offer the maps as a separate download eventually, where you haven't talked about specifics on timing, but I think if people look at what we've done in the past, there'll probably be a quicker turnaround than previously.
Now, of course, probably the biggest thing that's coming up for the Halo franchise in general is Halo Fest, which is part of PAX Prime. If you could talk just a little bit about what is Halo Fest, what can fans expect to get from that, and if they can't come to PAX, is there a way for them to experience that?
If you're not familiar, we've partnered with PAX Prime this year in Seattle, and we'll be offering Halo Fest as a free add-on basically to PAX Prime that runs in parallel. And it's basically a celebration of the first 10 years of the Halo franchise, and in a lot of ways it's kicking off the next 10 years, what we hope is the next 10 years of the Halo franchise. It'll run August 26th to the 29th. People can expect exclusive panels, videos, interviews, opportunities to maybe see and get hands-on with some items in the Halo universe that honestly the public's never been able to touch before. We've talked about that we're bringing the full-sized functioning Halo Warthog that Weta Workshop built for us a couple years ago, and that's actually on a boat right now from Australia, really cool, coming over to Seattle. So honestly, it's just an opportunity to have some parties, hang out, have some fun, and if you're a hardcore fan, it's going to be the first extensive hands-on for Halo Anniversary anywhere.
And if you can't get to PAX, how can people kind of get eyes on with what's happening at Halo Fest?
So we actually partnered up with IGN this year to offer, in addition to everything we're doing on site, they'll actually be there filming all the panels, doing exclusive interviews, kind of giving you a on-the-show floor view of what's going on at Halo Fest. And the nice thing is, because of the way the partnership is worked out, it won't cost you anything. You'll be able to watch it online, and we'll also be adding all that stuff to Halo Waypoint alongside with all the IGN coverage.
Well, thanks so much, David, for joining us on the show, and I hope everyone's enjoyed the look at some of these kind of amazing community clips that we've let play, as David has been kind enough to talk us through what's happening with the Halo franchise. Be sure to stay tuned to Inside Xbox. We will also be at Halo Fest giving you some coverage right on the Xbox Live dashboard. Thanks, everyone, for watching Inside Xbox.